Yes.
I think Churchill or someone else had asked whether, there was any other person who is involved and who might be under investigation going forward. Do we expect similar in the coming days?
The determinations made by the United States, by the Department of State, are ongoing, and as you know, this determination has been made of Kenyan public officials in the past. But I'm not going to speculate on who we might be investigating right now and whether any other determinations are coming. Andrew?
Yeah, what does he need to do for this to be lifted?
So designations on this kind of determination are not time limited. So as a general matter, when an individual is designated under Section 7031C, that individual will be ineligible for a visa to travel to the United States. There are certain exceptions and waiver provisions that may permit the individual to travel under certain circumstances, but this is not time limited, and unless there's significant information that changes our determination, this is done.
Yeah, and we didn't get your response to whether drug trafficking was a consideration in this determination.
It was based on significant corruption while he was a public official.
Are there any other cases, live cases that you're following?
I'm not going to talk about what if any investigations are happening at this moment.
Or any other person?
I'm just not going to talk about those things. Anybody who may or may not be under investigation is something that we keep private until the announcement is ready to be made.
Eric, forgive my ignorance, but for a lay person, what exactly does this mean? What does this action mean? And what does it seek to achieve?
Again, this determination is a determination based on immigration law in the United States. And what it means is that former Governor Sonko and his immediate family members are permanently ineligible for visas to travel to the United States.
Eric, at this point in time, do you know whether the former governor has any assets or any interests in the United States? Would you share how often he's traveled to the U.S.?
I do not know the answer to that question, to the first question, and the second question, we keep all of our immigration records confidential.
So could he move to a court in the U.S. to lift the ban?
This is a determination that is made outside of court authority, and so I don't know what his legal options are at this point. I think you'd have to speak with a lawyer in the United States to see if that sort of thing were possible. I honestly, I don't know the answer to that, but there are, as I said, there are certain exceptions and waiver provisions that he could apply for to make travel possible again, but they're quite limited.
What are these provisions, if you don't mind?
I'm going to have Jim get back to you and find out, because I suspect that's a very specific legal document that I would have to get for you.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
The laws of natural justice requires that he be given at least a hearing. As we speak now, has the former governor been given a chance to answer to these charges?
To my knowledge, the former governor does not yet know about this. And so the answer to your question is no. Whether or not he has an opportunity to appeal the decision, I don't know. But the determination was made by Secretary of State Blinken, and if Governor Sonko wants to appeal that decision, he can appeal that to the Secretary. Andrew, is your hand still up, or did you have another question?
No, sorry.
That's okay.
Yes. So let's go back again to the rules of engagement. So until 4 o'clock is when we can release this.
Until Jim gets you an email that says that we have released it publicly, this is embargoed. The other option is that there may be something that goes up on the State Department website before Jim gets to you, in which case you obviously it's public information and you can go forward with it. My expectation is that they are going to announce it somewhere around 8 or 9 a.m. in Washington, D.C., which is about 4 to 5 p.m. here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Eric, I'd like to record this on video. Could you read it again, kindly?
The statement?
Yes.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Yeah.
Tell me when you're ready, Churchill.
Go ahead.
Today's Secretary of State Anthony Blinken is announcing the public designation of former Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko Gideon Mbuvi Kioko due to his involvement in significant corruption. This designation renders Mike Sonko and his immediate family members ineligible for entry into the United States. Former Governor Sonko's corruption has been widely reported in local and international press. With this designation, the Department of State reaffirms the need for accountability, transparency, and respect for the rule of law in Kenya's democratic institutions, government processes, and the actions of its public officials. The United States will continue to use all tools available to combat corruption and promote respect for human rights globally. Section 7031C of fiscal year 2021 for the Department of State's Foreign Operations and Related Program Appropriations Act provides that officials of foreign governments and their immediate family members about whom the Secretary of State has credible information of direct or indirect involvement in significant corruption or a gross violation of human rights, are ineligible for entry into the United States. The law also requires the Secretary of State to publicly or privately designate such officials and their immediate family members.
Thank you.